Yo, what is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Simone Raider back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to be previewing the Raiders versus the Red Hot Buffalo Bills this Sunday at Allegiant Stadium. Woo, just like Taylor Swift said, we gotta shake it off, gotta shake off that loss from last week and move into this week with a new mindset of winning. Even though we lost last week, I still am hyped for another week of Raiders football. But if this is the first time you're watching this video and you enjoy Raiders content just like this one, then hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this one. And if you guys enjoyed the video or not, still hit that like button. It does a lot for this channel and I'll greatly appreciate it. Without further ado, Raider Nation, let's get started with your pre-game preview.
And you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Now, after a tough Week 3 loss against the Patriots, the Raiders head back to Sin City to go one-on-one with one of the most hottest teams in the NFL this year, the Buffalo Bills. The Bills sit at 3-0, led by quarterback Josh Allen. The Bills, along with Allen, have been red hot to start the season. Allen has thrown for 1,023 yards and 10 touchdowns and 2 on the ground. The second most touchdowns this year, only behind quarterback Russell Wilson. And the addition of Stephon Diggs in the offseason was another huge plus for Buffalo. Now for the Raiders, on the other hand, we have been riddled with injuries all over the offensive and defensive side, from their 2 first-round picks in Ruggs and Arnett to their starting right tackle Trent Brown. Even with the injury bug, the Raiders have still found a way to be 2-1. After last week's performance against the Patriots, Las Vegas looks to bounce back against a tough opponent this week. Last week, the Raiders had many chances to win or even take the lead, but kept shooting themselves in the foot with turnovers. Waller was a non-factor, and the Raiders' run defense was horrible last week. But if we want to leave this week's game with a win, we will have to clean up our play overall. Carr has got to go out there and prove he is capable to win against all odds. Gruden and this offense has got to open up the playbook and utilize whatever weapons we have left on this team. Because with the way the Bills have been playing, this game could be a shootout and we'll have to match them on every drive. Mark Davis said that the Death Star is where teams' dreams come to die. Let's just hope that we can keep that same energy and protect our home. Now for the matchup of the game, and this week's matchup is going to be a good one. I have our second-year cornerback Trayvon Mullen going one-on-one with Stephon. Can you dig it, sucker?
Tell me you didn't just say that.
Stephon Diggs. This is a matchup that I am really looking forward to. Mullen had an impressive game last week with 4 pass deflections, and Diggs, on the other hand, had a respectable game against the Rams last week with 4 receptions for 49 yards and 1 touchdown. Since joining the Bills, Diggs has been a huge weapon for Allen, recording 20 receptions, 288 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Oh my! Mullins will have his work cut out for him this week, but I believe he'll fare well in this matchup. The Raiders have lost first-round pick Damon Arnett to injury, so Mullen will have to step up and lead this secondary. This will be Mullen's time to shine against one of the best route runners in the NFL today, Stephon Diggs. He understands how big of a moment this would be to lock down Allen's #1 weapon and help this team get this win on Sunday. Story time. Now it's time for your storylines of the game. In this game, like always, I have 3 storylines to the game. Storyline number 1, Derek Carr versus Josh Allen. Derek Carr and Josh Allen crossed paths 7 years ago when Derek Carr was still at Fresno State and Josh Allen was still a scrawny little high school quarterback. They met at a summer camp in Fresno where Derek Carr was the star quarterback, and they took a picture, as you guys can see right here. Crazy to see how far Josh Allen has come from that moment to today. Derek Carr on Josh Allen's rise to the top, he simply said it's unbelievable to see how far he's come from that scrawny little kid to being one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL today. After an up and down start to his career, Allen has been killing it this year, throwing over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns and 2 on the ground, leading the Buffalo Bills to an undefeated record at 3-0 and soon to be 3-1 because the Raiders finna get this W. Know what I mean? Carr, on the other hand, has been solid throughout the first 3 weeks, and he's only one of 4 quarterbacks to not throw any interceptions this year. Talk about an elite quarterback, right? This matchup could be a high-scoring matchup, a shootout. Derek Carr, respectably, has been scoring a lot of points with this Raiders offense, and Josh Allen, you guys already know, he's been killing it this year with this Bills offense. And both defenses, who know? I know the Bills got a better defense than the Raiders, but Derek Carr has been able to tear up a couple of these good defenses in these first 3 weeks. The main thing for the Raiders is we have to limit the turnovers in this game, and I feel like that is what killed us in the last game. Our momentum, we couldn't find the momentum anywhere. We just had to keep that momentum in this game. Derek Carr had 2 fumbles in last week's game, so he's got to clean up his play this week. No turnovers, no interceptions, no fumbles, play a clean game, and maybe we could come out with a W. I scratched that. We will come out with a W. Number 2 storyline of the game, the injury bug. Man, the Raiders have been dealing with the injury bug since week 1. From Trent Brown, Henry Ruggs, to Damon Arnett, to Marcus Mariota, Tyrell Williams, the list goes on and on and on. Nick Fikowski as well. The Raiders just can't seem to catch a break. But our team has been having that next man up mentality throughout these first 3 weeks, and we have been playing solid. And the fact that we're still 2-1 is really enough for me to be like, okay, we can still go out there and play with anybody no matter what. The good thing is Nick Fikowski and Marcus Mariota return to practice this week and most likely will suit up this Sunday. Nick Fikowski is a really big need for this team. Trent Brown will miss his 3rd straight game. Now, I don't know what's going on with Trent Brown. A lot of people said that he had a chance to play this week, but as you guys already know, he's going to be out for the 3rd straight game after going out early in the 1st game. We basically wasted a spot on our roster. He could have been placed on IR and come back in 3 games, but you know, I ain't gonna get too much into that. I can't knock a man if he's really injured, so I guess so. We just need to overcome all these injuries no matter what and just win, baby. And last but not least, storyline number 3, let's talk about our poor defense overall. Last week, our defense gave up 250 yards total to the Patriots running backs. That is unacceptable. The tackling has got to be better this week. I think the Raiders are one of the top teams in missed tackles, and again, unacceptable. Our defense has just never been able to be one of the best defenses, and we are already proving it. And I know we have a lot of injuries, but still, next man up. No excuses. We got to go out there and play better on defense. Most importantly, Littleton and Collins has got to step up. We paid a lot of money for them to come in and help this defense go up to that next level. And so far, it's been lackluster, especially from Littleton's part, because we paid him quite a good amount to come in and be the leader on defense. Check this out. Littleton last year had a total of 5 missed tackles. In his first 3 games with the Raiders this year, he's already got 7 missed tackles. Unacceptable. Malik Collins was brought into being that run stuffer on our defensive line. And if you guys watched the game last week, he didn't stuff no kind of runs. The Patriots running backs just ran all over our defensive line. Josh Allen will not be an easy man to bring down. He's a guy that can utilize his legs, and we have to contain him if we want to win this game. We did a good job containing Cam Newton last week. Josh Allen, who's better at passing than Cam Newton, can use his arm and his legs, so we have to contain him. And on top of that, we have to contain the Bills running backs. Devin Singletary had a solid game last week against the Rams. And coming into this week, we cannot let them run all over us. And they get their rookie running back, Zach Moss, back this week. So we have got to be better, especially on our run defense. The defense should be much better with Nick Fikowski. But the huge question is, how much better? I don't know, Raider Nation. Hopefully much better. I just want to win again, Raider Nation. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today for your pre-game preview for the Raiders versus the Bills. Now, did I miss anything? Is there anything that you guys want to talk about in this game? What is your score prediction for our game this week against the Buffalo Bills? Drop it down in the comments below and let your boy know. With all that being said, Raider Nation, this your boy Simone Raider. Until the next video, your boy is yeah.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.